It's time now for some real education. We want to honor the week that's behind us now, the week of Hanukkah for our Jewish friends. And so what I'd like to take a look at, the great Baroque painter Rembrandt van Rijn. I'd like to look at his Old Testament paintings as kind of an homage to Jewish culture. Because Rembrandt himself had a great fascination in the Old Testament. If we look at the idea here, Rembrandt, let's talk about our artist first. Rembrandt Harmensoen van Rijn, born in 1606, died in 1669, was, of course, the master Dutch Golden Age painter, printmaker, and draftsman, an innovative and prolific master in 3 different media. He is generally considered to be one of the greatest visual artists in the history of art and the most important in Dutch art history. Rembrandt created over 300 paintings and works of art and etchings specifically about the Bible or inspired by Bible stories. Most of these works are drawings and etchings. However, there are some 60 paintings that he did with biblical themes. When choosing a subject for his art, Rembrandt would let himself be inspired by one of the many illustrations from his extensive collection. Categorized according to subject, the biblical works consist for the main part of stories from the book of Genesis. That's number 1. Unique individuals from the Old Testament, Samson, Ruth, Saul, David. Tall tales from the Old Testament, Esther, Daniel, Judith, and Tobit. Jesus' birth and childhood, Jesus' preaching, and finally, the passion, death, and resurrection of Christ. Take a look at our painting for today. It is a remarkable one. This is the story of Belshazzar and the writing on the wall that originates in the Old Testament book of Daniel. The Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar looted the temple in Jerusalem and has stolen the sacred artifacts such as golden cups from God's temple. His son, Belshazzar, used these cups for a great feast where the hand of God suddenly appeared on the wall. You can see that up in the right-hand corner. The hand of God appeared in writing with an inscription on the wall prophesying the downfall of Belshazzar's reign. The text on the wall says, many, many tekel upasarin. Biblical scholars interpret this to mean, quote, God has numbered the days of your kingdom and brought it to an end. You have been weighed in the balances and found wanting. Your kingdom will be given to the Medes and Persians, unquote. The inscription on the wall is an interesting element in the painting. It is the focus of the painting. Rembrandt lived in the Jewish quarter of Amsterdam, where he was on very good terms with many of the Jews living there, and he, quote, derived the form of Hebrew inscription from a book by his friend, the learned rabbi and printer Manasseh ben Israel. But here he actually mistranscribes one of the characters of the Hebrew language, or perhaps Aramaic. There's a debate about which language is being discussed here. So it's a remarkable painting, and you can see the brilliance of it. Somehow he makes those letters, those gold letters written by the hand of God, almost like neon. They're luminous to the point of standing out. Everybody is amazed, and there Belshazzar himself, dominating the center of the picture, a crown on his head, is forced to turn around and confront who is really the Lord of the temple. And it ain't him.